All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Check 390, 380. Check back.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rivers now. Benjamin with it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. Alpha. 26, Mike. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Check.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky. Tighten up.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, it's Snell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Watch the slap.
Third and goal, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 41, Jackson, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Breaks through the contact. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, Snell. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Snell going to try the right side. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Rivers. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. You better be
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
198. Watch 98.
To throw again. Rivers to Gordon out left. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Rivers under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this one is right down Broadway. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike, 49. Let's go. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, what's that? Hey, what? Jim.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Switch. 57. Mike, 57. You remember me?
On first down, it's Snell again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
That's it, baby.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Snell on third down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Big series right here. So we got to step it.
Rivers. He's got a first down and more past the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
At the 42-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some strong running. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch 98 to Mike. Hey, go Orange.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
No. Keep it skinny.
To throw is Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Jackson. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st down, it's Samuels. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Check.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Snell on the shotgun handoff. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Check 43. Let's go. My ball. Kill.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back 390. Check 55 to Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
198. Watch 98.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Check.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
Let's get it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Round 80. Hey, go orange. Orange. Check 23.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 49. You ain't going nowhere. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. 49.
From the gun, Jackson. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch out. He's coming.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the screen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Round 80. 98 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And some space here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Mike, 49. I got one. Switch.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Show me that. 22, check, over. 22, check, over.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot for Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 49. So we got man.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.